Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. A round of applause for my brother and my friend. He goes by the name Sako.
Let somebody shout hallelujah. It's such a great honor for me to be here. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma. I bring you greetings from my wife. You know when the pastor comes to preach, you say, I bring you greetings from my wife. That's my wife. Can we celebrate my wife of 10 years and 6 months? Hallelujah. You need to clap. We've been a blessing. Yeah, you need to clap for my wife, sir. I had to bring. We have benefited from Living Word Fellowship. If you went to Ife, can you celebrate Jesus? I'm privileged to go to Obafemi Awolowo University for my wife's convocation. It was my wife that went to. I didn't go. It was my wife that went. We went for our convocation, but she was one that went to Living Word. So can we please put her hand together for my wife? My wife and I had become my father-in-law for the first time. 1st of May 2012, drove from Lagos to Warri with one of my pastors and 2 of my siblings. As soon as I got into the house, I said, Daddy, Migos, I say, Vrendo, Wokorobo, meaning are you Robo? I say, no, sir. He said, Vrendo. He said, where are you from? I say, Ondo. He said, where in Ondo? I say, Owo. He said, we are not far from Owo. Ekwele. Yeah. I say, Owo. He said, yes, sir. Then he smiled and made a statement I did not understand. He said, you will be the pillar in our family. I said, Daddy, I did not study architecture. He said, you will know. My mother-in-law came in from the kitchen and she said, you will wipe away our tears. I said, Mommy, nobody is crying. He said, you will soon know. 1 year after, when I was going to marry my wife, when they gave me the list to marry my wife, I knew that I was a pillar in their family. And I knew that I would wipe away their tears. But God helped me to pay all the things that He gave me. I was now praying, Lord, let my child, my first child, be a girl because of the things that I have gone through in that family. And by the grace of God, a few months into marriage, my wife got pregnant. I was saying, Lord, let it be a girl. I wanted to even have our child in the U.S. Houston, Texas, Dr. Fagbon. If you Google him, he's a Nigerian-American doctor, doing very well. When they told us how much to give, I was happy that my child must be born in the U.S. When they told us how much to give birth in the U.S., to the glory of God, we didn't go to the U.S. We went to Island Maternity. And because of what I went through, when I saw my daughter, I told my daughter, Amigo, because I know that I'll be a Vrendo in 20 years' time. And if you see my daughter, it's not about where you were born. Show the picture of my daughter. She's 9 now. And it's not about where you were born. Her name is in the book of life. Hallelujah. I'm going to share some of the things that I've learned so far. One of the things I've learned, and when my daughter was very young, I wanted to register in one of the best. I had the privilege of going to one of the best secondary school in Lagos State. I went to a school. It's a public school, but it's in a private area in Ikosi High School. Can we please put your hand together? If you went to Ikosi High School, it's not far from here. It's in an estate beside Mr. Biggs, but yeah. So all my schools are public, but they're always in a close. So it's a private secondary school. Yeah. So before I went to that school, I said to my father I wanted to go to one of the best. I wanted to go to Corona. So from K2, my father took me to Corona Secondary School. He was happy that in all the school in K2, I didn't see anyone. So we went to the one in Lukepeju. My father was happy. He was speaking English with the receptionist. My son is about to get into school. One race time now. He had about 25,000 with him at that time, 1996. When they told him the price, my father looked at it. 250. They said yes, 250. They say it's just for only him, it's not for him and his siblings. They say 250. My father said, what are the courses he's going to do? They say English, Maths, PhD. He said, no, take away all those. We do English in the house. He said, no. My father carried me up. My father said, you don't need to sit down. You can manage with somebody. He said 250. For the first time in my life, he called me his brother. Abro. Ikosi High School. As we were going to Ikosi, as we were going home, you carried me on his lap. He kept on mentioning the amount, 250. Then he asked me, how much did I use to marry your mother at 250? But one of the things I learned when I was registering my daughter, when you register your children in school, there's other things that they will not tell you pay. It's just in the middle of the town. They just say, do you know that if your daughter dances ballet, you do better? Who told you that? We dance traditional dance and we're doing like, hey, Leja Simi, Baba Jo Biwa. And we are doing well. But they said, and they mentioned ballet. My daughter said, Daddy, please pay for me. I said, that ballet. So I paid. So I said, Daddy, look at me. I'm dancing ballet. I said, yes, that's what I paid for. Until they told me, sir, do you know if you register your daughter for taekwondo, it's not bad too. And I feel there's an advantage that for some men that beat their wife, no matter how angry you are, you know that your wife has any belt. Because I have a belt, I normally use black belt. I felt it was a good one for my daughter to learn taekwondo. When they told me the price for taekwondo, I told the lady we don't fight in our family. Our family is a Christian family. In fact, the spirit of Bishop Oyedepo came upon me. I heard God speak to me clearly, fifth of me. What are we fighting for? That is a demonic name from the pit of hell. God spoke to me 5th of May 1989. Exodus chapter 40 verse. What are we fighting for? We are building 100,000 capacity without no stress. Without no stress. Without the God of this commission. God spoke to me, leave Kaduna. We're not here now. Our nation's not coming to meet us here now. No foul demon from the pit of hell. Taekwondo is a demonic name. Is a demonic name. So we didn't do taekwondo, it was karate we did. One of the things I've learned in life is that everything you want in life, as soon as you mention it, you begin to see it. Have you thought about it? That every time you think about a car, you mention the car, the brand of the car, the color. In less than 1 week, you begin to see it. That's why it's so important that you say the things you want to see. I didn't know those things. I'm the first one of 9 children.